Today we are going to focus on day 2 of our cause and effect unit. Yesterday, on day 1, we discussed the definition of cause and effect, and we went over several examples. To start off with day 2, you will see a link to a cause and effect song. If you click on this link, it will take you to a YouTube video with a song to help us remember everything that we talked about yesterday regarding cause and effect. Once you are finished listening to that song, you may come down here to the Stregonona Cause and Effect PowerPoint. When you click on the PowerPoint, it will show up like this. You will see Unit 1, Cause and Effect, and that's when you'll know that you're in the correct place. To start off the slideshow, we have an anchor chart. The anchor chart says the cause is why something happened, the effect is what happened. So cause, the sun was hot. Effect, so my ice cream melted. Because the sun was hot, my ice cream melted. So we want to know, why is cause and effect important? Identifying cause and effect helps us to become better readers. It helps us to focus on two important events: what happens in the story and why it happens. The next slide, you will see a picture of the cover of the story Stregonona by Tomie dePaola. Stregonona is getting older and needs some help with her chores. She hires someone named Big Anthony to help her around her house. Big Anthony gets into some trouble at Stregonona's house. So when we begin to read the story, we will start to think about what kind of trouble Big Anthony gets into. But before we read, we want to discuss our I can statement and some vocabulary that we'll see in our story. So our objective is, I can make a connection between two events to determine cause and effect. The first vocabulary word that you will see in this story is valuable, which means worth a lot. The word barricade means something that blocks your path. Our third word, confess, means to admit what you've done wrong. And the fourth word we're going to focus on is the word halt, which means to stop or pause. When you're listening to the story and come across these words, if you don't remember them or you're not sure what they mean, please come back to the PowerPoint to see the definition. Our higher order thinking questions for this story is that I want you to think about the characters. Did the characters cause other things to happen? And what effects do other characters see or notice because of this? When you are finished with the PowerPoint, you will come back to our day 2 of the cause and effect unit. You will click on the Stregonona Read Aloud page. Once you are on this page, you will see a link for the Stregonona Read Aloud. It is very important that you do not listen to the whole thing today on day 2. You will listen or watch the first part of Stregonona, and you are going to pause it and stop for the day at the 4-minute and 20-second mark. We will return to this read aloud and finish listening to it on day 3. So remember, do not listen to the entire story on day 2. We will go back to our day 2 folder, and you will see a discussion or exit ticket to finish out day 2 of this mini lesson. The question is, what type of character do you think Big Anthony is? Will he listen to Stregonona? And I want you to use details from the text to support your answer. You will type your response in the bottom, and once you post your response, you will be able to see what your classmates think about Big Anthony and whether or not he will really listen to Stregonona. Once you respond to two peers by reading their response and giving your thoughts about what they said, you are finished with day 2 of the cause and effect portion of this unit.